So Aptamigo is the best way to find your perfect Chicago apartment based on detailed, real resident feedback. My co-founder moved from New York to Chicago, didn't really know anything about where he wanted to live. His process was calling me, his only friend in Chicago. I had a little bit of perspective on what he liked, just knowing him for all these years. Said, hey Matt, knowing you probably want to live in Lincoln Park, Gold Coast, or River North. And he's like, done. Hops on a plane, flies to Chicago, tours around, ends up seeing places in neighborhoods that really don't mesh with him. Logan Square, Bucktown, Wicker Park. Ends up seeing one place that's just better than everything else he saw, but felt so compelled to sign a lease before flying back to New York because he didn't want to leave empty-handed. So that was a challenge. And then once he actually moved in, there were numerous things that just weren't obvious from that walkthrough or photos. Things like long elevator waits, maybe a rowdier residence, and he's kind of a quieter guy. Cell phone calls that are being dropped in the unit. Maybe management that isn't always as responsive to requests as they could be. And what all that meant is he moves in a year. So he just moved into a new apartment. So when he told me that story, that was kind of the aha moment for Aptamigo, where we thought, how can we bring the level of transparency that would have helped him make a better apartment search decision to everybody looking for an apartment in Chicago? I think first and foremost, it starts with finding the right neighborhood for you. If anybody describes where they live in Chicago, typically they say Lakeview, West Loop, Wicker Park. So it's finding that perfect neighborhood and then finding the perfect building based on your budget and specific amenity requirements within that neighborhood. We've got detailed neighborhood guides, they're photo-based, they've got a little bit of feedback, and the whole premise is to try to give you a sense for what a day in the life is like in each of these neighborhoods to see which of them might be the best possible fit for you and your style. So our plans are to grow here in Chicago for the foreseeable future, figure out our business model, see if we're really helping people find great places to live, and then hopefully take it to new markets, both in the US and, if it all works out, abroad.